Sun is a Pitta planet, and usually the men with dominant Sun have a balanced, clean-cut appearance, clear, bright eyes, low brow, thin upper lips, deep, resonant voice, an exaggerated chin, which has a cleft or a dimple. Sun dominant men also have a prominent forehead with wrinkles and have hairline recession and dark honey eyes and hair. They are logical, objective, independent, and admired by other male. A dominant or a positive, strong Sun makes one confident. They lack fear and anxiety and are not looking forward to any kind of an approval. There is an effortless, natural charm and ease when the Sun is strong and powerful. The person or the native is cool, chilled out, and stoic and detached, and can exude raw masculinity that is classy and is famous and respected by all men and women. A good Sun makes one generous, a father figure, and someone who is living in the present with a natural desire for not having or possessing materialistic objects. They avoid accumulations and practice minimalism, keeping it simple. There is a strong belief or thought that relationships are very heavy and tie you down. It's the same with possessions. There is a laid back and chilled attitude, especially when it comes to handling high pressure situations. There is a tendency towards wandering and moving around and wanting to live in the present without any anxiety, fear, or expectations for the future. A typical strong Sun male values male camaraderie. They are less wordy and do not like to talk a lot or express emotions. They typically find a Saturn woman to be able to handle the energies, as the Saturn women are able to meet them head to head, tame the Sun men by being strong, and absorb all the heat and warmth by being cold and tough enough to be stoic, just as the Sun man is. On the other hand, there is a strong contradiction and an attraction of the polar opposites when it comes to Moon women. And Moon women are typically emotional, clingy, dependent, shrill, helpless, childlike, and strongly have a feeling of devotion and enjoy the feelings and pleasures and are more materialistic, loving the possessions. Typically, a strong Sun would make light of any and every situation, not being very serious. The nakshatras of Kritika, which is presided over by Lord Agni or Skanda, is a fierce warrior, a young warrior child, or a priest who's taking the offerings and passing them on to the gods. They make a strong political figure, political commentators coming across as highly authentic, appreciated by many and listened to. The other strong Sun nakshatras of Uttara Falguni and Uttarashada also exude strong Sun characteristics. A typical Sun native is bachelor and non-committal in relationships, unlike the Venus archetype, wherein there is a strong attachment, a need to please women. There is an inner carnality, a complexity when it comes to selectivity. There is an abundant energy that needs to be developed into partnership, and a typical Venus archetype would prefer passive young women who are ready to receive. Sun typically desires outer qualities and personalities, which is typically non-devotional. Sun is limitless in energy and appreciates company or need for and feels a need for company in the later part of their life. They do not like being limited by relationship. They are unable to look at the feminine perspective of relationships and objectifying women in general as sexual objects or something that is just part of the enjoyment. They prefer company of women who are similarly individualistic and independent. A typical Sun man would be leader of the pack, somebody who other men look up to, who is the least politically correct, and who is resistant to the feelings of intimacy. Saturn, on the other hand, promotes restraint and the ability to commit. And while Mercury likes to artfully use the sexual energy and the sexual charm, while Mars works things through a lot of emotions, has to work hard at getting through and winning things over, so likes to win things over, competes for the male empowerment. A typical Sun energy or Sun native is able to attain many women and have many options, and also tend to be male chauvinist or misogynist. They are direct and transparent in terms of their non-commitment in relationships. Examples of Kritika ascendant are Tommy Lee Jones, Gregory Peck, Zinedine Zidane, Miley Cyrus, Neil Armstrong, Carl Sagan. Kritika Sun native are Cher, Fred Astaire, George Lucas, Megan Fox, Tony Hawk, Novak Djokovic, Naomi Banks, Dennis Rodman. And Kritika Moon natives are Tommy Lee Jones, Cameron Diaz, Katharine Hepburn, Gregory Peck, Bob Dylan, Chris Pratt, and George Foreman. It seems that Tommy Lee Jones has dominant Sun nakshatras as Lagna, Sun, and Moon. So he's got Kritika ascendant and Moon, and Uttara Falguni Sun. Uttara Falguni ascendant natives are Harrison Ford, Kevin Costner, Tom Hanks, Helen Hunt, Sophie Marceau, and Leonardo DiCaprio. And Uttara Falguni men examples or chart examples are Jeremy Irons, Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith, Christopher Reeves, Michael Douglas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Prince Harry, Amy Winehouse, David Copperfield, Bruce Springsteen. Uttara Falguni Moon natives are Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sean Connery, Serena Williams. And Uttarashada ascendant examples are Val Kilmer, Willem Dafoe, Tom Selleck, Kirk Douglas, Clark Gable, Billie Jean King. Uttarashada Sun natives are Orlando Bloom, Kevin Costner, Jim Carrey, Richard Nixon, Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King. Uttarashada Moon examples are George Clooney, Matt Damon, Sophie Marceau, Tim Burton, Ron Howard, Kate Hudson, John Bon Jovi, and Dean Martin. So that's the Sun for you.